Windsor, Ontario, Canada, it's Remotely Zach with Zachary Thomas. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Zachary Thomas. Hello everybody and welcome to the show. I am your host, everybody's favorite, Zachary Thomas. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Programming note, I will be off next week. I will resume production on June 14th. I know what you're thinking. Zach, where will you be? I will be not here. I may be home with a hand down my pants and a diaper pop in the other. You know, that's life. Well, we got news relating to Florida Congressman and high school bully, Matt Gaetz. According to WFLA TV, Gaetz has sailed into a new controversy claiming that he lost money for a yacht. Take a look.
And I'm not going anywhere. It was about a week after reports of Congressman Matt Gaetz' possible connection to the sex trafficking case involving former Seminole County tax collector Joel Greenberg. In early April, the Panhandle Republican was spotted here at the St. Petersburg Municipal Marina with his fiancée, Ginger Lucky, on this 41-foot yacht. John Gawley is one of several who saw the couple during the boat inspection process, known as a survey.
He was on the phone the whole time doing this while they were doing the survey. And he stopped and said hi to Nancy and I, sitting out in front of our boats. We didn't even realize who he was at the time, but it was definitely him.
The boat, named Old Pappy at the time, was listed for $155,000. But about a month after that survey, the deal fell through. According to the congressman's spokesperson, Lucky was the official buyer of the craft, but, quote, Rep. Gaetz and Ms. Lucky were the target of a financial crime during the transaction.
That's right, the man from the Party for the Middle Class has apparently lost money for a yacht. Just in case you didn't hear it the first time. I don't know what's weirder, that he lost hundreds of thousands of dollars, or he has a fiancée that is actually older than 16. According to a spokesperson for the Republican, he and his fiancée, Ginger Lucky, were targeted by malicious actors during the purchase process of a St. Petersburg yacht. That's right, malicious actors. So, this guy. Don't you just hate it when your meat gets hacked? It sounds like a sex thing. Meat hacks. Sounds better than meat hacked. What was it talking about again? Oh, right. The BBC reports the FBI said it was working to bring the Revel group to justice for the hack on JBS, the processing plant. Pardon me. The cyber breach over the weekend shut down JBS operations in the US, Canada, and Australia. Oh, that's right. Canadians are furious. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, well, gotta have to do without, eh? And this is not the first time this kind of thing has happened. Last month, fuel delivery in the southeast of the U.S. was crippled for several days after a ransomware attack targeted the Colonial Pipeline. First the gas, now our meat? The essential things we live for. Any chance they can hack salad? Due to all these hacks, it really is a bad time for sex toys that depend on the internet. In weather news, a heat wave is waving through Regina, and community groups call for donations and cooling centers, or are calling for those. I just hate when Regina gets hot. I can appreciate a moist Regina. Quit being a perv. No. According to CTV News, there are now 3 fridges in the city operated by Regina Community Fridge. They are open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. People can donate what they can and take what they need when visiting. Yep, it's all part of the initiative, take a penny to leave a penny. But we can, because there are no pennies. Marjorie Taylor Greene, or as I like to call her, the delusional aunt from Thanksgiving, making headlines again, denying her statements of referring mask mandates to the Holocaust. Now hold on. Which can backfire because she is on video. It's on that video, Margie. Take a look.
You know, we can look back in a time in history where people were told to wear a gold star, and they were definitely treated like second-class citizens, so much so that they were put in trains and taken to gas chambers in Nazi Germany. And this is exactly the type of abuse that Nancy Pelosi is talking about.
Remember now, crazy lady? Remember now? Get ready to pull my hair and slap my ass, because after more than a year of social isolation during the pandemic, sex is coming back. Because after more than a year, we were afraid of catching COVID, let alone herpes or the clap. That's right, people are swapping masks for a different kind of protection. Welcome to summer 2021, the summer of sex. According to the BBC, again, news headlines trumpeting a so-called hot vax summer. Some dating app users have also adopted a not-so-subtle note in their bios saying they're vaxxed. This racy prediction for the summer is so widely held that some experts are even worried in a possible STI spike. Great, from COVID to sexually transmitted infections. You know what the better news is? We go solo. After COVID, worried about coughing. If you're worried about coughing and gagging because you were gonna, if you're worried about coughing and gagging because you were gonna get COVID, you'll be doing that either way. Quebec Liberal MP Will Amos was caught in another embarrassing moment when he was caught taking a pee during question period. That's right. I don't know live stream. I didn't know live streams were supposed to be viral or literal rather. Shut up. He was originally caught the first time naked and claimed he didn't know he was on camera, or as he likes to put it, his OnlyFans. Now, we scored an exclusive interview with the MP. Roll the clip. As you may have heard, Quebec MP Will Amos was caught on camera urinating during question period, and now here joining us today about why these embarrassing situations keeps happening, because it's not the first time. Will Amos, thank you for joining us, sir. Thank you for being here. Hello, bonjour. Thank you for having me. First question, are you doing this interview in your bathroom? Yes, because I drink a ton of lemonade and I may have to go pee-pee at any moment. Next question, what were you thinking? I did not know my sound was on. I was just going pee-pee and drain the lizard, and next thing I know, I'm back in the headlines, no? You ever hear the phrase, you gotta go when you gotta go? Absolutely, yeah. I understand some people's criticism of this because it is really the second time. Are you doing this on purpose? No comment. Like I said, this is the second time this has happened. Do you not know where the off mic button is? There is one, I just can never find it, and by the time I do, I can feel the leak running down my leg. Are you going to let this happen again? No, I hope not. You know, this is very embarrassing. 1 minute I'm caught naked, and next thing you know, I'm caught pee-peeing with the door wide open. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Amos. Quebec MP Will Amos, everybody. I'll be right back. It was a pleasure being here. Thank you so much for having me, Zach. Was he doing the show with no pants on? We got a great show for you, or as one guy puts it, a show that is going to be huge. So stay with us. We got more stuff ahead. Welcome back. Ow. Now, I like to scour the internet for important things, you know, like research. So what else are you gonna do? And I always like to come across the greatest memes found on the internet. That's right, it's time to get fun with meme. Gotta gather myself around here for a moment. Well, this one was circling around this week. I'm the last person on Earth. Still can't go to the park. Wait a minute. Is Doug Ford the voice in this guy's head? I mean, if you're the last person on Earth, why is Doug Ford telling you not to go to the park? I'm like, what the hell? It's all kinds of fucked up. Good Lord. Good Lord, you're gonna have to wash my mouth out with soap. You'll be able to play with Legos. Not if you're Betty White. Then again, she's a multi-award-winning actress in a bunch of movies and TV shows. So the fact that Betty White can't play with Legos is an atrocity. It's an atrocity, I tell you. But then again, Betty White is immortal, so who knows? A lot of theatrics going on today. Don't know where any of this is coming from. Clearly somebody went to the Dollar Tree at the start of COVID. I mean, you're gonna have to flush like 10,000 times to get that toilet paper down. Like, maybe that's what Trump was talking about. That's what he was talking about. When he said, you're gonna have to flush 10,000 times, you're gonna have to get all that toilet paper down, you flush now, get all that stuff. I mean, the fake news media won't report on it because, you know, they're fake news. But I mean, makes all sorts of sense now. Makes all sorts of sense now. I mean, come on, 10,000 times? Hell yeah. Cuss it up again. All right. You won't go down. Melania, gotta get the plunger. And by plunger, I mean our son. What the hell just happened here for a moment? What happened? I love talking like this. Anyway. This is some wild ass shit. Oh, come on. I really wish I could stop cursing. But, you know, I can't. So, live with it. Well, here you go. I balanced the budget. I crashed the economy. I fixed it. You're welcome. Elmer's glue tastes good. But, they won't report on that in the fake news media because they are fake news. But, I mean, it's the best thing you've ever had in your entire lifetime. I love tasting glue more than my own kids, so, it's good. We'll be right back with more Remotely Zach. He's a whitewash, but we'll be right back with him. Oh, good Lord. Oh, my goodness. Hell in a handbasket. That's where we're going. That's where we're going. Hey everybody, it is time to take a look at the headlines that are apparently hotter than I am. That's right, it's time for Hot Headlines. It's no secret that I don't start my day without the ladies of The View, but things got a little intense last week between Meghan McCain and Whoopi Goldberg. Take a look.
At that restaurant in New York City, as I mentioned on Friday, a Jewish man wearing a kippah was beaten up in Times Square. A pipe bomb was set off in the Jewish Diamond District. In Italy, hundreds of neo-Nazis were marching and giving the Hitler salute. In Toronto, a pro-Palestinian demonstrator lynched an elderly Jewish man and sexually assaulted a Jewish woman. In London, pro-Palestinian demonstrators went down the street and screamed, "Death to Jews, blank their mothers, rape their daughters." This was all happening last week, and I would love if the energy that is being put on one crazy woman in Congress, and by the way, if she is the face of the Republicans, then the squad is the face of the Democrats. I would love Democrats to put that same type of energy onto what's happening on the left, because quite frankly, this is how people get red-pilled. They're red-pilled when they see the blatant bias in the media. It's because the media doesn't want the squad to look bad. They just want Marjorie Taylor to look bad. Anti-Semitism is a huge problem everywhere in this country. When you talk about Holocaust survivors,
yes, it is.
My producer who produces me every day, grandparents.
We're going to break, and when we come back, you can continue talking, but now we're going to break, so we'll be right back. I'm cutting you off because we have to go, Megan.
Yeah, they gotta pay the bills, Megan. You can tell Whoopi just wanted to bust through that TV screen and knock some sense into her, because that is Whoopi and that is what she do. But then it got worse for Meghan when she then went after Joy Behar. Take a look and brace yourselves.
Towards Jewish people, as we do with every other minority, which we should.
We bring hate, we bring dislike for all hate crimes.
I resent that.
We just do. And
I
when
resent that remark.
when you say, which one?
I resent a lot of things, so we're even.
That we don't bring energy. I mean, I've been talking about anti-Semitism on this show for 25 freaking years. Don't tell me what I'm supposed to be saying, Megan, okay? You do your thing, we do ours.
You're supposed to say. I know, I'm well aware we do separate things on the show, Joy, okay? And I know you've been here 25 years, I've been here 4.
That's right. That's right. Should have some respect for that.
My nipples just got hard. Look, for those of you who are confused, Rep. Ilhan Omar may have said some questionable things and was held to account by House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. And Marjorie Taylor Greene compared mask mandates to the Holocaust, and nothing was being done at the time. Plus, the right also has a man who thinks he's a frat boy and who apparently thinks 18 is too old for him, still running loose in the Congress. And still nothing is being done. When you think of the demanding divas, you think Mariah Carey and maybe Celine Dion. But move over, ladies, there is one that tops them all, and that is Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders. According to the book Battle for the Soul, Inside the Democrats' Campaigns to Defeat Trump by author Edward Isaac Dovre, said how Sanders would request that the temperature in his room be kept at 60 degrees. Feel the burn? I mean, come on, it's like feel the freeze. 60 degrees, the top 1%, which are my nipples, need to be held at attention at all times. Bernie would even require king-sized beds and low-temperature rooms, again, at 60 degrees, I mean, come on. And even an extra blanket. I want to be wrapped up tight, cozy, like a newborn. Climate change is making it colder, so I gotta be warm, like I'm sleeping inside a volcano. Despite it only being in the low 60s here in Detroit, which was my approval ratings on the campaign trail. He would also be a little embarrassed pulling into private terminals, but boy did he get a kick out of not worrying about being late for a flight that couldn't take off without him, Dovre wrote, and according to Fox News. I'm here, bitches, and we're gonna party like it's 1949, and I'm going to watch Matlock and figure out how to solve crimes so I can figure out how to tax the top 1%. My words are slipping because I'm very excited. Of course, right-wing media has had to make a stink out of Bernie's diva demands. He likes to have an extra blanket, so what? Clearly these people at Fox and Newsmax had to. I mean, come on, look at their current accommodations. I mean, a little bit. I'll be right back with more Remotely Zach, so stay with us, please. Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. I got a number of really interesting segments for you coming up, so stick around for that. Thank you. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Folks, it's Friday, and you know what that means. It's time to sit back and relax with the weirdest news found on the internet. That's right, it's time for Weird News. Here we go. A high school pool party in Tennessee has apparently gone to the Bears. Quick, someone protect our picnic baskets, quickly. Quickly, can't sacrifice the ham sandwiches. According to the Huffington Post, the Junior Reserves Officers Training Corps swim party had a few visitors, 7 bears, wrote Michelle Johnson on her now viral YouTube video. We were safely outside the pool area, and the video shows the bears exploring an outdoor area at Chalet Village in Gatlinburg. They splash around in 3 different pools, stroll across the adjacent tennis court, and at one point, 2 of them emerge in a bit of roughhousingness. It's nice to have some bears around that aren't your dad's. Time to go to a place that's just downright weird. It's time for...
Florida Man does whatever a Florida man can. Look out, here comes the Florida Man.
According to the Huffington Post, Florida man Jimmy Wayne Hammonds, known as the Monkey Whisperer, was charged Wednesday for allegedly trafficking primates across these United States. Hammonds allegedly trafficked the monkey from Florida to California in September of 2017. The person who received the monkey was not legally allowed to have it, according to the indictment, that United States Attorney Maria Chapa Lopez unsealed on Wednesday. It must be awkward when you're caught with monkeys in your pants and it's like, get out. Moving on. Moving way on from that. Imagine owning a house that was in a horror film. Fun, right? Well, a woman who owns the real-life Conjuring home says it is still haunted by spirit entities, according to Mirror UK. The family who owns it today regularly takes to TikTok to share details about the iconic horror house and so-called spirit entities. No word on if they still live there on this present day, but I mean, if you hear, get out, leave and check yourself into a psych ward. Well, that is the weirdness for this week. Dad joke time. I asked my dog, what's 2 minus 2? He said nothing. I'm Zach Balog, and you cannot make this stuff up. We'll be right back with more Remotely Zach right after this, so stick around. Get out. That was a good show, I guess. I think we had some pretty interesting things going on for this edition of Remotely Zach. Now I'm going to go deep in thought as we kind of say goodbye. Wow, what a good show today. It isn't too bad, but definitely going to keep some of those skits. I wonder if they noticed if I switched out my suit jacket. I probably should have shown a little more chest. But nah, there's nothing to see there. We'll see you again, same place, same time next week. Good night.